California is leading the way right now in a fight against discrimination that doesn't get a lot of attention. A few weeks ago, the governor there signed a bill that protects Black students and workers from being discriminated against because of how they wear their hair. KCTV5's Kelly Taylor dug deeper to find out what this means for people here in the metro.
Can you believe in 2019 people are still being discriminated against because of their hair? Here at the Hair Gallery in Mission, the majority of the owner's clients wear their natural hair. But in order to understand why what's happening in California is so important, you have to understand how we got here. For Black women, hair is more than a style. Our hair is versatile. It's our crown, and it represents history, politics, and race.
In the 60s, you have this, I'm Black and I'm proud and Black is beautiful. Natural hair was a statement of your Blackness, which was kind of an in-your-face statement because at that time, everybody had been very quiet and under the radar and accepting of being segregated and separated.
As Adrienne Walker-Horde, professor of Black Studies at UMKC, says, Black women have always worn their natural hair, but it hasn't been as much of a movement as it is now. For decades, Black women used chemical relaxers to straighten their hair to fit the European standard of beauty.
The history of relaxers come from society telling us we need to have our hair look a certain type of way, and that is very unfortunate.
According to marketing research firm Mitel, Black spending on relaxers fell about 30% between 2011 and 2016. Now more Black women are ditching relaxers and embracing their natural curl pattern as it grows from their scalp.
Whether it's curly or it's coiled or it's tightly curled, wearing it out and wearing it free.
Wearing your hair in its natural state is a commitment, and that's why protective styles are so important.
Whether you're wearing it out and you're doing a twist out or you're doing a press, that's still considered natural. You're just wearing it in a straighter look. Where you're wearing dreads or locks or braids, those are all considered natural and or protective styles.
Remember I said our hair is our crown? This brings me to why California's Crown Act is so important. Crown stands for creating a respectful and open workplace for natural hair. It makes it illegal for businesses and schools to discriminate against Black hairstyles.
I don't feel like it should even need to be a law, but it's a great thing that it's passed so that employers can't discriminate against people just for having what naturally comes out of their hair.
Because then my curls will stay longer too, right?
LaShawn Gleese-Briggs owns Your Natural Image in Brookside, where they specialize in different variations of locks and other natural styles like braids and twists. She's been growing her locks for 10 years.
We have clients who have to cover up their hair with wigs for their jobs. We've even had people who tell us that they had to cut their locks off, that they told them that they have to cut their hair off in order to gain employment.
Hair discrimination happens more often than you might think. In August of 2018, Louisiana sixth grader Faith Finity was kicked off school grounds because her braided hair violated school policy. A few months later, a wrestling official told New Jersey high school athlete Andrew Johnson he had to cut his locks in order to compete. And most recently, Dallas teen Kerryon Washington was turned away from a job fair at Six Flags in March because of his, quote, extreme hairstyle. In the United States, the law doesn't currently afford protection for race-based hair discrimination, even if the hairstyle is inherent to racial identity. California and New York are leading the way to change this. And New Jersey is also working on their own version of the Crown Act.
And it really breaks my heart that we're still fighting for a part of our culture to be accepted and to be respected for who we are and embracing our hair journey.
Dove surveyed 2,000 women in the U.S., 1,000 Black and 1,000 white, all currently employed full-time in an office or field setting or in a recent corporate environment. They found Black women are 30% more likely to be made aware of a formal workplace appearance policy, and a Black woman is 80% more likely to change her natural hair to meet social norms or expectations at work. And while some states and big beauty brands are working to bring change, we still have a long way to go.
You could be missing out on an amazing person because you're judging them according to how their hair texture or their style is.
Over on our website, you can find a link to Dove's Crown Research Study. In Mission, Kelly Taylor, KCTV 5 News.